favorites for the individual honors here tomorrow, but winning in this MXGP class,
you didn't want to take too much notice of it, but you and I know as we look at Tony Cairoli, defending champions, they're riding. Spain, Jorge Prado was the fastest in the free practice. And Renault of France and Josiah Natsuki. France, gate pick number. Gate drops a good jump from one of the riders in the middle, and rider down at the back there. Dylan Wright going down as Siwa leads Evans coming through the first turn, and Koldenoff in third.
Wheelie on the second straight there to get his starting hook to disengage.
Well, a few minutes before we came out on the broadcasters, Koldenoff defending on the number 4 there. They
Succeeding. We saw Jett Lawrence have a great time in the open class. We saw Ryan Dungey in 2009 making a move on an established HRC. Siwa down.
Oh, he's almost out the front door there, though. But Jago Geerts in second position for the final race of the day. And see how he gets on, and we'll talk about that later. But this race right now...
And more than that, too, it's such a mental coup for them to come out and do that. Everybody...
Chase Sexton, Eli Tomac had the year of all years in terms of a battle right the way down to the final race of the campaign, 2011, but maybe even the win as well. And Mitch Evans doing a great job, but just leaves the door open back alongside. Does he regain the lead? No, he doesn't. So Jago Geerts leads for Belgium. Last time around, 2:02.8, and just coming up short there and decided not... He was using a lot of outsides in free practice, I noticed this morning, and he gets taken wide.
Which he has, and go towards the front. Like, he doesn't have to win this race, that's fine, no problem, but show this.
Oh, and Prado looks over his shoulder, knows that the rider behind is going to jump, and Tomac does, and he rounds the outside. There's 2 laps to go. And Jorge Prado, not the easiest rider to pass in MXGP. What will Tomac make?
I don't think it's going to slow him down to see him make the pass there. Once he gets into this mode, and I think he thinks
included, you know, as he goes around the outside of Koldenoff, moves up into 4th place.
Right, and this is what I was most worried about, is I wouldn't see this. I would see him be hesitant the whole way, finish here on Saturday.
Another personal best, 2:03.2, so twice in the 2:03s, Tomac as he moves up into 4th place. First race, that sows the seed. You know, you go and win that one, guess what? We're all, already there.
Inspiring.
Tony Cairoli in 10th place for Team Italy. He's behind Cornelius Tondel, the rider in red ahead.
He's probably never raced against this guy before.
Siwa has found his way past Evans, so out of the final turn into... it looked like it was he that crashed through the off the gate, but look at I mean, that's just efficiency right there. Then Jago Geerts lap on lap 3. That was lap 7. So he's definitely getting quicker every lap. And Siwa looks over his shoulder and thinks...
Really impressive by Jago.
Yeah.
He looks the part. You know,
he's actually riding a 450 quite a bit as well. So the time that he's put on it since
tires there, and it just shows the limit that these guys are on.
Looking for that outside line again. Again, just protecting the inside. He'll get his opportunity though. We'll
see if Eli can set up the same line that he used to pass Jorge Prado a few laps ago.
Yeah, he was faster in there. And Jago Geerts done a fantastic job, and a mistake there from Siwa coming out of that inside line. Takes the checkered flag. It's at 1 point, and that is a big win for him. And Tomac got to 2nd on the final lap. Wow, I want to see that where that happened.
Yeah, I felt really good on the 450 already from the first day, and yeah, I didn't expect this for sure, but I had a good start, and I was in 3rd or 4th, I think. And hopefully we have a good weekend with Team Belgium.
Geerts wins it for Belgium, because obviously 1 rider per nation. So
yeah, and we've seen this race, especially back in 2018, and really any race, the starting gate position. Yeah, and you know, for a lot of these guys, you don't have to win today. You don't have to do
Justin Cooper was a 1:59.6, half a second quicker than Joe Shimoda. Here, Jorgen Matthias Talviku will be lining up. He crashed hard on Laura Crow's lead. Dutch rider Kyle Wolf, the gate drops now, so it's going to be a drag race down into that first turn. The first cab, Joe Shimoda around the outside though, and it's Guillaume Ferrandis who leads for Spain. I think it is, isn't it, Justin Cooper?
Well, 2 monster star Yamahas out front, and if they're no strangers to each other, actually practice with each other, and you already see Cooper making the move. I think you're going to see Cooper
away on the very first lap. Guillaume Ferrandis 2nd. Hunter Lawrence, the green and gold of Australia, in 3rd. As Muscan goes through, and he just gives him a nice big look there as well, does the Frenchman.
Does he 10? A chance to race against him. He's never had this opportunity before. He's probably one of the consultants for Team USA, but this was a big deal for him. He raced in 2019, the best version of Justin Cooper this weekend.
Yeah, and Hunter Lawrence there now up in the 2nd position, and man down. Shimoda. Wow. Oh wow, yeah, face plant cartwheel.
Have to be the hero of the team. hopefully the seasoned veterans are going to put in their best. You love to see Team USA. If you're an American, of course, you love to see Team USA doing this well. But
2:03.1, the fastest. Jago Geerts, 2:02.8. So not much in it between the fastest MXG. The checkered flag does exactly what he did in Assen in 2019. Wins the qualifying race and wins it. Convincing. Second rider in shot. There he is. And, yeah, 18 seconds. But
yeah, I actually got out behind my friend Gilliam and yeah, I made a quick pass on him. Everything was coming to me pretty good. I think we have the bike in a really good spot. Yeah, we just got to keep this going. Felt really good, and I feel like I have a little bit more in the tank. So let's keep this going into tomorrow and have a good day.
Qualifying race, and we'll see the points as well. Justin Cooper wins it from Hunter Lawrence. Marvin 19 had a broken rear wheel on the final lap of the race. There is checks.
Their mechanics up there. They're on their own for the first time, literally in their career sometimes.
Yeah, gate pick number 30, so they're going to be, there he is. They're going to be more to the right-hand side already, but some will still have some work to do. The gate drops, we're all over on the left-hand side. Milan, when he puts the squeeze on Guadagnini, number 3. And again, the Spaniards, this time Ruben Ferrandis.
And they could have used a better score there, but
Calvin Bellandren leads it for the Netherlands. Dylan Ferrandis, France in second place, second at the moment. As Lawrence down the inside of Perez barges his way past.
I think Ruben's going to take kindly to that. You see the retaliatory move there.
Yeah, and Jett's not used to that.
I think Jett just wants to get to the front. You see him get aggressive there. And again, Ruben is he just wants to get to the rear wheel, and you see more aggression. If you're coaching Jett, make a clean pass, make it stick, and go on.
Yeah.
Because you see Ferrandis, he's ready.
He's second, and Sexton right there in third on that red Honda. And this is the battle for France on the 2 appearances that he's made for him.
And Dylan wants to make a point, make quick work of him, and might have this inside line.
Yeah, he does, and he controls it perfectly. But in fact,
so you know he's got all his friends, all his family, along with the rest of every USA fan.
He's in July, but this time he makes it work once again, or does he? No, he doesn't. But there was as we get a first official lap, a 2:07.1 for Ferrandis, and 2:04.
Surprised her. I think he thought he was going to look over and see. Look at that move there. I think he is great at setting an unbeatable pace. And you see the urgency in Ferrandis. He knows
of Bellandren, and he wants to go with Sexton, no doubt about that. But his way around the outside of Ruben Ferrandis, still parked behind there. This time he gets
himself 5 seconds off the lead.
Bonjour, Dylan Ferrandis closing in on Chase Sexton. Counted this one in the books at the moment with the Frenchman, and probably won't know how to deal with it.
Changed the entire feel of 2022 and really put him on the right foot for 2023.
Yeah. And Dylan, all guns blazing, and he's going to want to take the challenge because so far no one has taken it to the American. Lawrence of Australia in 4th, who gets himself on the left-hand side and makes the pass and makes it stick as well. So Dylan Ferrandis has got that gap down to 1.3, so all of a sudden responding. Getting a treat here with this final race of the day, the open qualifying race. Pretty much even Steven through the waves, but then a little bit too quick into that turn.
He was...
he doesn't get over the triple.
Get over the leap there. That's going to open the door for Ferrandis. He's able to block danger zone. I hate the phrase, but Jason Wygant came up with it, and we're going to use it. This is exact 2 laps to go.
I'm impressed with this ride from Ferrandis, though. He hasn't backed off, but then that big mistake. Back forces Sexton wide. So the 106 there, just Jorge Israel Rubalcaba from Mexico.
You can't push the leader off the track. You have to be aware. It's part of racing.
But also that's the nature of the nations as well, isn't it? Every nation is eligible to keep left or right. And Ferrandis, he's got his leg caught in the rear wheel.
Bud's Creek before. You see Ferrandis back up to speed, but that is not a lot of fun.
He touched the bank and then it cut back off Mitch Evans, and Sexton throws it away, and there's Ferrandis goes through.
Still qualify 1, but I'm sure he's going to be kicking himself.
Just needs to be clean over there, and he is. Nicely done. And 2 in race 1 as he wins the race here. Yes or no? Just pushes the front, caught the foot peg as well.
Yeah.
Got a good start. I was so stuck. You know, for us it's difficult to start on the metal. Almost got the hard shot, and then the track was really wet the first few laps, so I take it easy. Sexton goes by me, and I was like, okay, it's Team USA against Team France. Something so weird happened. I hit the wall before the finish, and my left leg got stuck. So I like to stop and go reverse. It was the first time this happened ever. Keep pushing, and I think Chase saw that, and maybe was not focused, and he made a mistake and capitalized on it. So it's good. I think the war is already started between Team France and Team USA, and now we're gonna regroup and win tomorrow.
Good luck for tomorrow. Thanks, Dylan.
Hey, the last time we were in a war, we had to come save him. So I don't think he's looking for a war.
Typical comment for the last half lap. I think it did, didn't it?
What's that? I'm sorry.
So it went. You've gone deaf. And here's how the nations qualify then. USA on 3, France 4, Australia. Here's how the riders and teams line up then ahead of race 1, which is a combination of the there's Marvin Muscan, Jason Thomas, Fly Racing, and just trying to pan down, but that looks like there are a lot of MX2 bikes down the inside. That could be crucial. Side of the gates. The gate drops over here. I'm going to keep an eye to the through the inside, and Tomac through the middle, and it's going to be Tomac, and he hit neutral as he came through there, but it's the American Eli Tomac and Maxime Renault second.
Interesting to see Jago Geerts get the start. What an incredible performance by him yesterday.
GP riders ahead of him. Tomac, Renault, Geerts, Siwa. And he started in 9th place, and he's all over the back of the Belgian there. Is in 2nd position behind Eli Tomac of the United States, but Geerts, Ian Everts, his wingman, number 17, and Geerts tripling over Le Mans
today. So Geerts going with a leap of faith in the mud. We'll see if that continues. I think the track's going to break down.
In fact, to here, because obviously in MXGP we've had a few, and of course where the Europeans are coming from, Geerts looks the more relaxed and comfortable in these conditions. Maybe you would agree.
Absolutely. Stay in the same dry line and make sure that nobody can jump in behind him.
So as it stands right now, then after
there's no urgency, they have no pressure from behind, and I think both of them are comfortable with the pace right now. You don't really see.
I think they've given up that one right there. But Renault and Siwa separated. Fortunately for Geerts, he was already out of the line of that rider anyway, but Tomac all of a sudden.
Big factor yesterday. We had a lot of the unqualified teams in the race. Not so much today, but that's already.
So that line is clearing up, and Valentin Guillot, the MX2 rider for Switzerland, all of them. First sighting of Justin Cooper with 13 minutes to go. The second best MX2 rider behind Hunter Lawrence, but he was so fast. Fortunately, he's got 20 seconds between himself and 3rd place, but he would have loved, and he's
actually Geerts. But yeah, either way, at this race, on this level, and you see Tomac actually, I think that's the first time.
But right now, Tomac riding in a world of confidence, almost 8 seconds clear. Here's Hunter Lawrence. In 8th, he is the lead MX2 rider, Justin Cooper.
But he needs to be really careful, because if Geerts gets a lineup on him, he's going to have a battle on the last lap that he does.
Lap times 2:20 and 2:18 respectively for the 9-time champ and Hunter Lawrence. How good has the track developed over the course of the race, though? The race line is starting to open up. The track is getting 3 corners from taking this first ever race win in a Motocross of Nations. The American will win race 1 here and take his first win in this event.
That's right. Went out there, got the whole shot, had a much better start than the qualifying race. It was just all about clean track, you know. Found a few good lines. What was actually happening, I was missing the lead. And I felt Geerts, you know, getting up onto me right there. So that's what I felt like kept me in the lead, you know, last half of the race.
Race 1 result. So you'll see the flags down the side there. We'll give you the overall class, all MXGP based. Then we've got the first 3 MX2 riders.
To me, Belgium is the biggest surprise, right? We didn't really know what to expect there.
Keep your goggles on during that race, but it was huge for Eli Tomac to
be surprised if Cooper lines up on the inside gates. Remember, the Motocross of Nations view for the first time, and there is Jett Lawrence. Is he inside, or is he?
And what that does, that makes it consistent. But as the riders look before they do the
for the USA, and will they have all the small bikes in? Well, and for GB, or is it Tommy Searle? Actually, and Searle goes down. So Ferrandis in there as well, 15. And the German in there is the
Tomac, Chase Sexton. So now we have a race on our hands. We got Italian out front.
Getting a good jump from there as well, but perfect track conditions at the moment.
Yeah, but as you can see,
by Jett Lawrence already. 2 teammates from the same team, but on on the 250 Pride, Country Pride, National Pride. But it's the Italian Guadagnini, Italy, the defending, and the green and gold of Australia, Jett Lawrence, on his big 450 bike debut this weekend. We'll soon find out as they make their way back into view as eye touched with maybe Cooper. So I think him and Justin Cooper
get to that hard spot, it becomes very sketchy and hard to hold on to.
Justin Cooper on screen here, 102 from the United States.
But that's the one thing about this race is that you go in with a strategy. Roger DeCoster has won this so many times, just staying outside of his roost, but he's got to watch Hunter Lawrence, and we see Guadagnini clear the Rocco's lead.
For Great Britain, he is buried down the inside. It's Jett Lawrence.
We saw Chase Sexton make the exact same mistake that Jett Lawrence did coming into the berm.
Tomac was victorious in the first race, and he takes his opportunity. And I have to pull Ricky Johnson.
Made a little mistake and lost that momentum, but both, no, Guadagnini's the only one.
Was doing that early in the practice yesterday, and he's going to find a way around the outside here. And Guadagnini, every single place. And he tries to go around the outside here. Guadagnini knows he's there.
He made a couple mistakes, and he was able to take that lead back, running very strong. So Guadagnini doing an awesome job.
This time he goes to the inside. Does Sexton? He may just make it happen here. No, he doesn't.
confident that he just moves right over in front of Sexton.
But talking about roughing up, I think that's what Hunter Lawrence tried to do to Justin Cooper.
Now, especially in these runs.
When we look at the overall classification at the moment and the top three Chase Sexton all of a sudden back under pressure. Is down the Australian who runs it down the inside of Sexton. An apology there from...
Not a dirty move, but he was a very aggressive move. And now let's see what happens between...
Jett Lawrence, yes or no. When he gets onto the rear wheel, he tried to be aggressive there.
I think you're going to see Jett Lawrence go for a move as quick as possible because he's been eating rouge from Chase Sexton.
In time in Europe, he's all of a sudden found some speed and he charges down the inside, takes the lead away from Guadagnini.
Make the definitive alpha male pass. He's squared him off, went to the inside.
And here he is, down the inside of Verlanderen. The Dutchman to the outside, Ferrandis to the inside. He makes easy work of Calvin Verlanderen and moves up into 6th place.
We see Jett Lawrence working towards lappers, and some of the guys are doing their best to race, but he's trying to get out of the way.
Finds his way past Marvin Musquin, so as one French rider advances, the other one falls a position here. 2 positions in the back, 2 corners, and he goes down, throws it away. Hunter Lawrence there a moment ago, this corner here. He almost got unseated as he got on the gas.
Jason Thomas, and Jason was saying that sometimes you have a hard time getting out of the way as we watch Chase Sexton.
Can Sexton cut back out of the turn? Yes, he can. And it's bar to bar as they charge down into turn 7. This time, Lawrence 6 seconds clear of Chase Sexton, who's now in a second. Mattia Guadagnini, team Motocross of Nations in Holland at Assen. He dominated the qualifying race. Opportunity again to ride the Motocross of Nations. I am first in line for redemption.
Everybody has done a great job as we see Justin Cooper start to work his way up, but he
here wins for Australia, his first ever Motocross of Nations event, and on a 450, so out of class. But Jett Lawrence makes it happen.
Side as he comes in, doubles, gets in.
So Dylan Ferrandis tried to get up the inside.
Yeah, no, I was excited so much for it, and it went good first moto. That one, it took me a while. I had made a few mistakes and just was kind of trying to push more, and I just ended up realizing I had to step it back a bit, trying to get that flow. So I didn't want to get that close to Chase, so I feel bad on that one. Happy with that. Going to go back, recover, and get ready for the next one.
Good luck for the final race. Thank you.
And Rick, but Jett Lawrence wins race 2. He picks a great ride through the field for 6th. But here's how they sit as it stands at the moment. All 4 races. What did you make of that interview there? Because off air, you were saying, seemed a little bit subdued.
He looks, this is it, right? And you're supposed to be nervous. This is what you train for. He even said that. But Tomac prefers the outside gate, right? So even if he took first pick, I think he would go outside anyway.
Somebody tried to go too early over on this inside here, but down the inside goes in, but going wide around the outside. Renault, or is that for, yeah, Renault, and US there in 3rd with Chase Sexton. And Jago Geerts goes down. An explosive start then here. The first 3-4 corners, we've got the 2 French riders. Eli Tomac buried in about 10th or 12th position, maybe even further back. In fact, Tomac
corner in 2nd, but you could see Maxime Renault eyeing him up and wanting to push him wide. We see Tomac back to 12th now. He got caught up in that crash with Jago Geerts, but
it can rain all it likes. But down in 34th place, Mitch Evans from Australia. But look at the body language here from the 2 French riders, absolutely relishing these conditions as Chase Sexton, USA and France, 19 points and 21 points. It's a 2-horse race, but sitting there behind his wingman, Dylan Ferrandis. This is absolute perfect. The scoreboard here, Tomac in 11th place. He, and I'm sure if we can get a replay with intent, stone face, poker face, a mistake there through the waves there for the valley. Meanwhile, Tomac down the inside of Verlanderen, 9th place.
You see Sexton here. The biggest thing is you want to be patient.
Race, the deciding race, and Sexton getting up over LaRocco's league just. We both
believe he truly was, but after you get through the start, you get through the first lap clean, and then it's just another race.
Makes a gap of about 3 seconds as Tomac up the inside of Ferrandis and moves into 7th.
Forward.
Ferrandis is down. New race leader, Dylan Ferrandis throws it away.
Even goes by, so he's all the way back. Tomac should be your next rider by if he hasn't gone by.
Watch this here, Dylan Ferrandis folded the front going up, and Maxime Renault
really was the most dangerous. Dylan Ferrandis had such great pace in race 2, but he did have 2 crashes in race 2.
Geerts, who also fell, he's up into 24th position. Still having 2 mounts in 6th place. Tomac 7th, about 6 seconds behind the Frenchman. A decent overall finish. I mean, they'll finish 15th as it stands right now, but that first run again, Ferrandis setting the fastest lap of the race, a massive margin, 2:09.3. It was the last time that the USA were victorious, of course, and it was the only time Australia got on the podium.
Chad Reed, he was on that podium team for Australia, and that race really propelled him to gesture over the jump. I think that was just a teammate friendly. I didn't mean to get it for Jett Lawrence. We all know he would be great on the 450, but I think this is even surpassing my expectations.
He can find his way around. He's got good drive around here, but look how deep that outside is. It's been like that all day long. Actually, to see that 2002, the last few years they've been, 10s, 12s, 8s, 7s, whatever. Bobbled in that bottom corner. You notice that bottom right, they all went deep. But look at Lawrence. Can he cut back to the inside? He's hard on the brakes. He's going to charge down the inside. Wow, decisive that from Hunter Lawrence at back. Third overall today, because if, let's say, Lawrence does find his way past Maxime Renault,
we wouldn't, but it's up to Renault now. Everything rests in Renault's hands.
Wow, taking advantage of the back.
So there's a lot of moving parts still here to play with 5 minutes, 2 laps to go.
Jett looking good though, isn't he?
Getting a little sketchy, just cruise. There's nothing really to gain here.
Gonna drive uphill into Talladega. Is he going to make the move? No, he's not. I was going to say to make the same move.
And Jett's been incredible through that section all day long. I don't know how he's able to carry such momentum versus, and where's going to slow you down. You see him take the inside there, but Renault should get Larocco's leap here.
Yeah, he does.
He went down. He doesn't know any of those things. So all he can do is put the best score on the board possible. But it's going to be tough because
will determine the outcome of the silver medal, the second overall step on the podium. Chase Sexton.
And it's good for everyone. And of course, I want to see it. It's been 11 years, right? It's
to being lapped, actually. Guadagnini, there's Maxime Renault, and there's Lawrence, and all of a sudden, that was almost there inadvertently. Obviously, they're having their own race, Wilson and Guadagnini, but as the leaders came through, and Lawrence, so we're going to also have face full of roost there for Lawrence. Sand as well. That's not nice.
Surely Jett Lawrence can't see at this point, and you see Guadagnini still pushing. Doesn't know that, so I'm trying to put myself in his shoes.
Yeah.
Why would he be pushing here? He doesn't know the maths. You have to give them a little bit of slack here.
From what would be a historical moment in his riding career.
And exuberation from all of Team USA because everybody's on pins and needles. They were so nervous because they knew.
4.5 second advantage over Jett Lawrence. He will surely take the win and the checkered flag. Lawrence will take second. Won the Motocross of Nations for the Team USA for the first time since 2011. It is going to go on. And for Team USA, 23 wins now. And you know what? In 38 appearances.
For Eli Tomac, think about it. He's never won this event. The amount of times he's been traveling all over the world.
They are victorious here. Eli Tomac has done his shift as well. He was victorious in race 1. Came from a...
That's right. The dry spell's over, so feels so cool to do it here at Redbud on the home turf. That was a true team effort. Obviously was the weak link in that moto, and Chase came through for us. So great job, Chase. Great job, Justin. I'll get this. Thank you, Team USA, everyone involved.
Jett Lawrence later on in the race. There's the official confirmation of the race. First of all, Maxime Renault wins again. It's only going to get worse from here, but confirmation. Team USA win. And all the rest of it. I don't care about that, nor do you. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's all bants. We have the bants.
Right.
It's just the keyboard warriors. I am personally pleased for them. I wanted to see them win on home soil this weekend. They've done that. Winners, Mitch Covington, SVP, Monster Energy, handing them their commemorative trophy. That's not the real...
I truly think this was a great Motocross of Nations. It came down to the last race. We really didn't know who was going to win.
Oh, I know these don't come easy and they don't come often. Great team atmosphere, great team effort, and we all pulled our own weight. We all put in those solid motos and those solid scores. So I got to give it up to these two guys, Chase, Justin. So this is an awesome one to win.
Unbelievable. This whole weekend has been really a dream come true. It all worked out. So first win. Can't take that for granted because, like Eli said, they don't come very often. And stoked on today. Stoked on the crowd. I can't really explain it. It's just a loss of words right now.
Yeah, I really everything came together for us. We had 6 solid motos as a team. It was an awesome weekend. I would never take this for granted. To get it done is very relieving, and I'm proud of the guys for holding up.
Congrats, guys. Well deserved. Thank you.
Yeah, Team USA and for team leader Eli Tomac for his first visit.